Hi, I'm Mike Harvey, and welcome to another edition of Tech from the Trenches, sponsored by CMH Works, making technology easy. You can visit them at cmhworks.com. This episode topic is AI is making small businesses easier to attack. And don't forget to comment, subscribe below, and tell your geeky friends about us. Now let's get into it. Today, we're kicking off a 5-part series on what AI is actually doing to small businesses and for small businesses. Not hype, no 10 tools to try, just reality. And here is the reality: cybercrime is now easier than running your business. That may make you uncomfortable. It sure does me. So, here was the inspiration behind this episode specifically. I was watching a congressional hearing last week. Google's threat intelligence lead was talking about AI and its impact on cybersecurity. And the whole time I'm listening to this guy and I'm thinking, this is not just a big company problem or a government problem. This is also a small business problem. This is a me and you problem. Because according to the SBA, small businesses drive almost half the U.S. economy, and they're the easiest targets. Now, stripping out the geek speak, here's the plain English version of what they said in the hearing. AI lowers the skills required to attack you and increases the speed those attacks happen. That's the shift. That's what's happened in the last year or so. We didn't just get better tools as business owners, hackers got better tools too. And unlike you and me, they only need to be right once. Just how easy are small businesses typically to exploit? Let's start here. Let me guess your setup: Google Workspace or Microsoft 365, QuickBooks, or something like it. Doing your payroll, a few SaaS tools, email essentially running it all in the middle. And your security strategy is basically, I think we turned that security stuff on at some point, didn't we? You're not alone. But from a hacker's perspective, you and your business are perfect. You have the three essential ingredients: you have money movement, you have credentials, and you have a predictable workflow. But what you don't have is monitoring, redundancy, and a paranoid IT guy named Steve. And AI just made that gap easier to exploit. And here are three super common scenarios that you might recognize. You might have heard stories, it might have happened to you. Scenario number one is what I like to call the invoice swap. You get an email from one of your vendors, everything checks out, the tone's right, the timing's right. Hey, we just updated our payment system. Can you send the following to the new account going forward? Thanks. So you do, except it wasn't them. You just wired money to somebody in another country. And that email, AI wrote it. And they're getting better every day at it. Scenario number two: you sent this, you get a message from a coworker. Hey, did you send this? There's a Google Doc link. Looks normal, feels internal. So they clicked it. They hit with a login page, they enter their credentials. Now, whoever sent that link has your login, and now they're in your email, reading conversations and waiting, just gathering information. Nobody notices, not you, not them, until the money moves. And now they have all your accounts hostage. They may actually have already moved your money. The third scenario, I'm sorry, the old password domino, my favorite. You use the same password across multiple tools because it's just too many to remember. One gets compromised, and AI tries it everywhere else instantly. No lag. It's instant. Now your accounting, email, and CRM aren't yours anymore. They belong to the hacker. I had a client a while back, diligent guy, smart guy, not careless at all, just busy, just human like all of us. They got hit with a simple email compromise. No malware, no fancy stuff, no Hollywood hacking like you see on Netflix with the script kiddies in the garage. Just one login. That's all it took. One missed signal, right? One rushed action, one bad judgment, and it turned into a six-figure problem. And that was before this wave of AI tooling. This just gets easier for the bad guys now. They can do this stuff almost instantly to anyone. And this is where most businesses get stuck because technology starts working against you instead of helping you. And this is what CMH Works was built to solve. Making technology easy is what they do. Managed IT, custom solutions, and real security services. Systems that actually work together, no fluff, no compromise, no complexity, just technology that works the way your business does. All right, back to it. Here's where your objectives need to change. Here's where your mindset needs to totally shift. You don't need to be secure. That's not the objective. What you need to be is more annoying than the next business. That's the game. That's the goal. Why? Because hackers aren't emotionally invested in you or your business. They're running a funnel, like a sales funnel, right? And you're just a lead to them, just a lead. If you increase the friction even a little bit, they'll move on and they'll find an easier target. So if you're wondering what to actually do right now, let's start with three simple things you can do today without spending a penny to increase the friction. Number one, MFA everywhere that matters. Email, banking, payroll, minimum. Everywhere, I'd say, but certainly everywhere that matters. Yeah, it's annoying. You got to get an authenticator or you got to do the texting and blah, blah, blah. But so's getting hacked, right? So just get MFA everywhere. Two, stop reusing passwords. Use a password manager. Pick one. They're everywhere. Just pick a good one. You want advice? Comment and we can talk about it. And stop being a diva. Just do what you need to do and move on. Number three, kill blind trust in email. No payment changes without verification. Secondary, tertiary, no exceptions ever. Email is never enough to release money ever. I wouldn't trust email with anything, but that's all. I have other episodes on that. Remember, AI didn't invent cybercrime. It gave hackers the ability to scale it. And the uncomfortable reality is small businesses are the easiest place to exploit that scale. So stop thinking, am I safe? And start thinking, am I harder and more annoying than her or that guy? Because right now, that's what determines who gets hit. Will the bar go up over time? Sure. But if you're realizing that your setup isn't where it should be and your systems feel harder than they should, more complicated than they should, it's time to fix it. Now's the time. AI isn't all bad news, though. In the next episode, we're breaking down how the same AI shift is about to mess with your operations and quietly replace about 30% of the busy work you're paying for today. So, yeah, positive on the bottom line. And that's a wrap on this edition of Tech from the Trenches. A big thanks to our sponsor, CMH Works, for making this episode possible. You're welcome. And if you got something out of this, do me a favor, comment and subscribe and tell your geeky friends about us or even your not geeky friends who are interested in this stuff. I'm Mike Harvey. I'll see you in the next episode of Tech from the Trenches.